Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And these days, maybe my friends or colleagues or family, everyone asking one question: when all people will get relief? And I always said this is $1 million question. So lots of astrologers saying wait for March, but I am saying no, wait for few days only, and finally everyone will get relief from the Saturn's drishti and Saturn. Let's welcome Akash ji. Very important video. Saturn Earth, Saturn Combust. Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Today we are going to discuss about Saturn Combust, and this is going to be a very, very great relief period for all the people associated with currently going through Saturn Mahadasha, Sade Sati, or Saturn in any way in their life is impacting them. This is a real relief video for you. And I'm not making this just to for the sake of it. I have discussed with few people and also gone back and understood that when Saturn was combust last time how they felt, and absolutely there is going to be a lot of good news that is coming everyone's way. Here, Rohitji, from 28th of February 2025 till 4th of April 2025, you will see the Saturn in completely combust, when it will come very close to Sun. It will start on 20th Feb. In the middle of March, it will be at peak, and then Sun will go away from Saturn's. It will be Saturn will also be moving away, so it is going to be a very great time for all the people. Before that, astrology for beginners. We are doing astrology beginners class, so everything is here. I've been repeating in all my videos, so all the best. For Aries ascendant people, Saturn rules the 10th and the 11th house. That means karma phala data. That means anything to do with karma for you, anything to do with gains for you is Saturn and Saturn only. As soon as this combination happens, here is when career shifts will start happening smoothly. What is Saturn? Saturn is the planet of struggle. Saturn is the planet of delay. And just imagine that delay and struggle is completely combust. It is not in any power anymore. So here your career shift will start happening very smoothly without excessive struggle. 11th house is networking. Here, there could have been problems in networking also for Aries ascendant people in the past. You must have seen that you're not able to find the right contact, or you're someone who's coming here to help you. Here you will see that suddenly out of the blue people will pop up, because remember, these kind of things are also happening for everyone us around the world in some place or the different. For here it will networking will improve. You will be attracting lot of helpful spiritual connections, mentors, teachers. Elder siblings may also put you into right direction sometimes. So very great time. Pressure from bosses will reduce, and you will have more creative freedom, because see, the aspect of Saturn's is will also get here activated, right? So I will talk about that shortly. But otherwise, a very big burden from your head has been lifted. You will feel this way. Financial gains will come more unexpectedly but effortlessly. It will be completely effortless. I'm telling you what, this is the exact period when your past kings takes over. See, all the people below the king, they will say, okay, do this, do that. Okay, no, king is busy. King says, okay, I'm here. Tell me, what do you need? So the king is taking over, and you will get benefit from the king himself. Very, it's not like we have to stop all the efforts and not work towards efforts and whatnot, but it is mostly that lot of financial gains suddenly are coming unexpectedly. That you know I don't know how this happened. That is what your question or answer will be. If you're going to Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma, Pranadashas, and those who do not know of this Dasha system, that's why we are doing the astrological classes, to make you understand how to read a chart, how to go one by one in different houses and read the chart effortlessly. You will open a chart and be able to understand it very nicely. 11th house is long-term goals, and Saturn sitting here and we have made the complete video on Saturn, which has been seen by all of you beautiful people. Thank you so much. Here you will see that long-term goals, which were feeling very not achievable, or you thought maybe how will I achieve this? This is the time that you will see suddenly the delays are softened and you are able to achieve, or you're able to start working towards it. Not only Saturn's placement is going to help us, the drishti of Saturn, the aspects of Saturn are also going to help us, because the first aspect is going on the ascendant, the third aspect of Saturn on the ascendant. Here you yourself must have become too much careless, effortless. I don't want to do anything, because anything I do a lot of hard work. That thing is working for me. So where will I go? This is the time that you will be motivated enough because things will be moving, things will be working. This is actually a very big blessing that is coming for all the people who are ruled by Saturn right now. Saturn ascend, like any ascendants of Saturn, any Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Sade Satis, Dhaya, everyone is going to benefit from this period. The Saturn's aspect on the fifth house, children wise, people must have told you, oh, abhi bacha ho jayega, you will get progeny, everything will happen. Now, this is the period that you can actually conceive because it has removed the delay factor from the fifth house also, from creativity, from speculative gains, from share, stock market. Have you seen such an intense turnaround on the stock market around the world after 14th of November 2024? After Saturn became direct, everything started getting delaying, everything getting down. Now, suddenly, we see 20th of February onwards, things will be start to move in the next direction because Saturn also taking a movement into the 12th house for you. All the delays, problems in speculative gains for the whole world is taking a shift. So, on the other hand, those people who were thinking and doing research activities in IT, mostly doing research, cybersecurity, you must have seen a lot of decline in the work, the clientels here because Saturn is aspecting Rohitji, the eighth house with the 10th aspect. Those who are in research field and not able to achieve anything, you will see that now you are going to achieve great things. So, this reason of this video. See, yesterday we made a video on Mercury getting into this placement and creating problems. Okay. Sun getting into this placement, creating problems. But the problem that is underlying because of Saturn is going to get solved here. So that is a good news. Sun, again, here in this sign, when it will combust Saturn, it will take over the power in this house. You have to be careful. But on a larger scale, those who are ruled by Saturn, if you're going to Saturn Mahadasha, what will Sun do right now, right? If you're going to Saturn Mahadasha, challenges, Saturn always creating trouble for you, you will see that a complete peaceful environment will come. A lot of good things are going to happen, and especially all the things related to research, inheritance, children, you yourself, startups, everything was slow. Now here you will see that the movement has become very, very positive and very, very helpful for you. The reason of them making these videos are opportunities to discuss your opportunities during this time. If any opportunities comes in terms of from your social circle, do not ignore it because it is coming for a reason. And that is the one liner here, that all the videos that we make are to share the opportunities that are coming in the long run for you. Many people have been asking how to consult in the comments below. You see in 50 are them only. Here we have written WhatsApp link is in description. So if you want to go down in the WhatsApp, there is a description. Click on it and you will be able to come directly on WhatsApp. So don't even have to feed the number. Technology is so advanced now, and you will be able to come and directly talk to us. Okay. All the best, guys. Aries one, awesome time for you, man. First, the best thing that is happening is that the movement is very good, but the effects will start from 20th of February only. So make sure that this end of this month is when your opportunities will begin for you. So March starts with a lot of bang for you, a lot of great things. Moving on to Taurus ascendant, Rohitji. Now when we talk about Saturn, Saturn is getting combust in the 10th division for you. Now this is good and bad both, because Saturn is a yoga karaka, but the nature of Saturn here is to create delays, obstacles, because that's the nature of Saturn. Wherever Saturn will look, it will create delays, obstacles, problems. Wherever Saturn will sit, it will give expansion. But because Saturn was in Mool Trikon, very, very powerful, sometimes when we are in very comfortable position, we don't act. And that is the period that Saturn was extreme comfortable. Now here Sun comes close to Saturn, makes it uncomfortable. So career obstacles that you're facing will ease completely. It will bring lot of steady progress. You will see that finally what did not happen in last 2.5 years, suddenly it will happen in 1 month. So that is one great news. Spiritual insights, will flow more naturally without rigid discipline. You don't have to now ask for it. It will automatically come to you because the aspect of Saturn on the 12th house of spirituality has also eased down here. 10th house is also, considered, many astrologers considered father house, and 9th house guru house, but here many astrologers consider 10th house as father house. So based on that, support from fatherly figures, mentors, bosses, teachers, everything will also improve because Saturn is here, the lord of the 9th and the 10th house. So why not teacher and father both? Mentors, bosses, people who are in higher hierarchies, more power than you, they will come and hold your hand this time to make you come forward. Amidst of, remember this, if you're listening to this prediction, you should also undergo or completely check your chart that if the Saturn Mahadasha is active or no. If Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshma Dasha, Pranadasha, what is active, when it is active, that is the time you will reap maximum benefit of this transit. Otherwise, if you're going to Sun Mahadasha, then relate to the Sun video, because Sun is going to be, it is going to be a challenging period for Sun, coming to this house. Very good for authority, but health wise we have to be careful, especially health of mother. I think we discussed about it yesterday in the other video. Work related travel, see, it is a ninth house lord sitting in the 10th house aspecting the 12th house. That means long distance travel can bring success instead of burdens. Like earlier you must be feeling, oh my god, I have to now travel here. Now this time this travel will be very, very extremely rewarding. It will bring success instead of burdens. It will bring it will be an exploring time. You will be able to explore the place also where you go, so you will connect with this energy very nicely. And in a simple way, there will be no tiredness that we see. Sometimes, Rohiji, when we are studying, when we are doing any higher education, when we are in a training, whatever it is, it feels like a burden and a duty that, oh, we have to, you know, we have to do it. This time you will actually want to do it. You will want higher education, you'll want learning, you will want saying that I want to go into training programs, I want to start my career in a very nicer way, or maybe I want to explore new career opportunities. That also will happen because Saturn is getting combust here. Real estate agents, those who are working in real estate field and things have been not working very nicely for you, look at the seventh aspect of Saturn on the fourth house. You will get a relief here also. That means in this area also things will start working. If you are trying to close on property, on vehicles, trying to understand how we want something, there also you will find a great relief. Saturn, also the 10th aspect of Saturn on the seventh house. This is the placement from where we see hierarchies. That means promotion also. So if promotion is due, suddenly in this next 2 months, you will find that from 20th of February till 4th of April, some miracle is happening and some promotion is also coming. There can also be possibility of finding a new job and starting a new job. Marriage wise, also if any partnership, marriage is getting delayed, you may feel that this is the time that actually things have now moved and suddenly some kind of burden is lift off from your head. Rohitji, this is a period when people feel that all the people who have spoke to, and I don't make these videos just by, if what is my belief. I just talk to people. I spoke to people who are Taurus ascendant. I spoke to people who had the same kind of, even last year, Rohitji, when they had same kind of experience in the month of March, April. They said that it was best time, so many achievements, so many good things. In fact, finding new jobs. Some people said that marriage was not on the cards. It was like we found people in like 20 days. Arranged marriage happened, but happened. So a lot of great things are coming for Taurus ascendant people here. Especially it is a yoga karka planet for you. It is sometimes, we say that when the most powerful person is sitting in its own house, it becomes a little bit of careless. So it had become careless, and now you will see that sun creating a little bit of health challenges for you. But on the other hand, the possibility of wealth and opportunities that it gives is bigger than all these problems that you will face. And those who are going through layer of Saturn Mahadasha, look in your birth chart. You will see that greatness is coming to you, and it has started to build already. Your 10th house lord in the 11th house, for the next 2.5 years, you are supposed to gain and gain and gain. But proper planning is required. You cannot just sit there idle and say, oh, something will happen. No, proper planning. See, astrology is a navigation system which talks about timing of events. Unless until timing of events are discussed, and later we know that okay, this is the time this happens, this is the time this happens, nothing you will be able to achieve. So make sure that you are following the timing of events, that okay, when do I start, when do I end, when do I do this, when do I look for this, when do I not do hard. Sometimes we keep doing hard work, your time is not supportive, what will you get? So remember, astrology is just timing of events. Those who are doing this tantar mantar, that we will do this and we will create this, you keep one avocado, you put this in washroom, all this is stupid things, man. Astrology is only timing of events. No event can be changed. If that was the case, then we astrologers, I could also change my event, Rohit. I cannot, nothing. And some people call me Pandit Ji. I am not Pandit Ji. Pandit Ji is someone who does Kriya Karma. That means someone who does rituals. I am just a researcher of this beautiful subject. All the best, guys. And there is a WhatsApp link here. Those who are asking that how to contact, there's a WhatsApp link. If you go in the description below, you click on it, you will see a WhatsApp link, and you click on it, and you will automatically come on WhatsApp. So that's how you can connect. Gemini ascendant people. For Gemini ascendant people, I have gained a lot of love right now because in the past Rohiji, 1.5 month, I have almost seen like 50 to 70 Gemini ascendant people in my maybe there was something which I was thinking that what the hell is happening. Any ascendant, anywhere chart I open, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. So I think some connection happened here. With Gemini ascendant people, Saturn actually rules the eighth and the ninth house for you. So this is the house that is supposed to be related to doing with research, and ninth houses of destiny. So here Mercury thinks that Saturn is the Bhagya Karaka for you. Right now, Sun will be here entering here. Okay, Sun has already entered, and from 18th of 28th of February, it will come into that close degree that it will make Saturn combust. Now, sometimes for Gemini ascendant people, the ninth house lord is also a Badaka. So here, unexpected financial gains because Saturn is going to get combust. Eighth house lord in the ninth house combust. First, it will start giving you results of the eighth house. Unexpected financial gains, insurance, inheritance will become much smoother for you, like very smooth for you. There is also possibility that during this time, those who are in research, those who are doing some kind of medical research, something in terms of, what you say, even sometimes some people who are giving financial exams or any kind of competitions they are running, or some certification they want to do, they will be able to achieve this also during this time. Spiritual transformation, ninth house is spirituality. Here I know spirituality is not a different thing from life is spiritual for everyone, but spiritual transformation feels more intuitive rather than forced. You will not feel that okay, I'm transforming because someone told me you wear this or put water to the sun in the morning. No, it is going to be more related to you. I want to do this rather than you do it. It's like I want to do this. This is what your transformation will happen here. Education, ninth house is the house of higher education. Those people who have been struggling to get up in higher education, to go somewhere or maybe travel somewhere in higher education, for higher education or for training, PhD programs. Those who are thinking that they want admission in PhD programs, this is the time that you may expect positive results and news for all of your assignments. Long distance travel will happen now because Saturn may be sitting here and delaying. That is possible if it is depending on your Saturn Antardasha. So listen, those who are watching right now, you should understand that transits will work in your chart 100%, but you have to also see the layer of your Mahadasha Antardasha. If your Mahadasha is completely going over Venus and Ketu, then this is of no reason to you go away from this place. Go away from this video. When I make any Venus video or Ketu video, then see. But here, if in the Venus and Ketu period, Saturn is coming as Antardasha or Pratyantardasha or Sukshma Dasha or Prana Dasha, that means the five Dasha layers, then you look at this because in that period, Saturn will create this kind of impact in your life. Saturn's aspect on the 11th house, this means that rather than trying a lot and because of isolation from social circles, now that will start opening. You will start seeing that many people from different places are trying to approach, trying to collaborate. This is great news. Saturn aspecting the third house, the house of your what you say, short distance travel, communication, you being silent, not communicative, trying to keep everything to you, keeping in your heart, saying that okay, I don't want to speak. Some now you will become more expressive, you will be able to speak out, sometimes confront also people who are giving a lot of trouble to you. So that is also very good. The 10th aspect of Saturn on the 6th house of enemies, Rohitji, especially workplace enemies will vanish. Secondly, those people who are working in legal, they are lawyers, or those people are going through legal cases, they will also see a rise or growth or positive influence in their life. You don't have to put much effort here. Really, one more point I added myself only that because I saw some Gemini ascendants suddenly getting into a lot of spirituality, like suddenly transforming from normal beings to being a very spiritual, very learned, very higher beings. And here, deep occult and astrology knowledge will come through very, very naturally for these people, very naturally. It is one of the most beautiful times that you will see for Gemini ascendant people to actually come out of, winning victory in competitions. Like, that is the most important things, and this will only be possible because of the spiritual blessings that they have received in the past. It is very easy, for me to say I know what you guys are going through, suffering always, problem, struggle. Especially, in this chart, Saturn is 8th house lord also, nine sitting in the ninth house. If you are going through a layer of Sade Sati right now and ending the Sade Sati, I know that how much pain you must have gone through because of the 8th house lord being into, like the moon being in the 8th house for you. So it would have been a very, very challenging period. But fortunately, in this transition from 28th of Feb till 4th of April, Sun will make sure that all the peace and happiness is restored for Gemini ascendant people because of this combustion of Saturn. All the best. Many people have been asking that, how do we contact, and also it's very easy. WhatsApp link is in description for personal appointment. So go there, and when you go to the description, there is a link. You click on it, and you will come on WhatsApp, and then Samantha will be able to help you to book your reading with me. Only if you have, if you have very high aspiration, then only come. 15 March. This is the time that everyone should learn astrology for beginners. The 8-week course will start. It will be the last time that I will be teaching face to face. After that, it will be only recordings, and then I will do one session with you to make you understand. So let's hope for the best. Cancer ascendant. Here, when we talk about Cancer ascendant, the ascendant rising sign has given, that means Moon has given Saturn the 7th and the 8th house to rule here. Seventh house is a maraka, that means it is a place of little bit of stress. Eighth house is again long-term illness, problems, sudden ups and downs, and sometimes very deep occult knowledge also is what comes from the eighth house. Here you will see that because eighth house is where Saturn is sitting, relationships improve. At Saturn's cold nature in the seventh house is also softened. Saturn will be very soft. Relationships, especially with your spouse, with your business partners, with your acquaintances, with your colleagues, everything will start becoming very much better. Eighth house is called the house from where we gain from marriage or gain from partnership, shared resources, basically, in simple way. Here you will see that past karmic baggages in marriage partnerships is starting to dissolve. Lot of good things are coming. In fact, those people were thinking here, I want to get divorced, I don't want to stay with this person, that person, whatnot. You will see that such energy has ended now. Nothing like this is coming in their mind anymore. This will lead to joint finances with spouse or business partner are managed much better, and there is going to be increase. There is not going to be delay. If you are supposed to receive something in joint partnership or receive some money, even through your career also you are supposed to receive some money or bonus, you will see that this is the time that recognition and bonus or money will also come to you. The reason is the aspect of Saturn also becomes very softer now. And I'm saying this all, you have to understand. Yesterday we made, like, for you it is yesterday, maybe I don't know when you're watching the video, but the last video I made was Sun coming into this house, little bit of challenges because second house Maraka and the eighth house certain ups and downs. That layer is for Sun Mahadasha. If you're going to Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, then go there. But here, when we talk about this current scenario for Cancer ascendant, this is exactly about if you're going through any Saturn's influence Dasha, Saturn Dasha, Saturn Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, Sade Sati, Dhaiya, or anything related to Saturn, you will see that there will be a lot of improvement in your life. Psychological growth also, Rohitji, because see what happens when Saturn comes here, it delays your ability to understand occult, and also when you are trying to get in contact with occult people, also you will see a lot of delays in these areas in getting answers, in getting any kind of anything, like any answers from the occult, from the spiritual world, are delayed for you. You will see that now psychological growth happens in a very, very smoother way, and lot of things related to occult and getting some kind of divine spiritual message also will be very clear for you. Any obstacle in partnership will feel very, very less intense and very extremely manageable. One thing we need to be focused and we need to know here is that Saturn is aspecting on the 10th house, so career will become a little bit of chill out, chill in the career area. It is aspecting the second house. Finally, wealth will start accumulating from 28th of February onwards. These are the pre-effects of Saturn going into the ninth house for you. And also because Saturn is aspecting the fifth house, relationship with children, children's career, speculative gains, that is gains from stock share market. And see, 8,000, 5th house are making a relationship here. That means anything that has to come through you through speculation, you will see suddenly speculative gains, as well as those people who are investing in crypto, stock, this, that, you will see a growth in that area as well. So overall, it's a great news for Cancer ascendant people. Don't get scared. If you're going to Saturn Mahadasha, this is a party time, like enjoy and have fun. Many Cancer ascendant people have been asking in the comments that, okay, where, how do we contact? So here there's a WhatsApp link, and suddenly if you see down in the description, you will see a link. You click on it, and then you will be able to come on AC Astro WhatsApp, and you can discuss about your appointment or your queries if you have any. All the best. Have a great time. Leo ascendant people like me, very troublesome because Saturn, the ascendant lord, has come to Maraka house, but it has done some good also. Ascendant lord is very powerful for you. Leo ascendant people should be so happy that their ascendant lord goes to any other planet and says, "Come here, I will combust. Come here, I will combust." So this is the power that Leo ascendant people have. Whenever you go to other people, whenever you meet other people, whenever you are with different people, your energy is so powerful that you can easily put them down, easily dominate. This is why Leo ascendant people are called dominating people. When you go in the jungle, Rohiji, you can see deer, you can see cheetah, you can see this. When you see a lion, that is the time you finally, my visit to the jungle is like really answered. And that is what Leo ascendant you people are. So powerful, so dominant that you go to other people, you have the power to make them combust when they come too close to you. That means here, US and people are a little difficult also in many areas. Very dominating, sometimes very self-centered, impulsive. Now, 6,000, 7,000 Lord is Saturn. Number one, good news is enemies or legal issues become less aggressive and easier to resolve. This is the time that enemies will not be able to do any kind of bad things to you. Finally, competition wise, enemy wise, you will see that things are very good now. No tension. Come here, I will confront you, and everything is done. So that is very good. Legal troubles, I told you last time also, when sun comes here, if there is any kind of legal troubles that you're going through, you get victorious in such cases. So victory in legal troubles is also, legal challenges is also seen. Saturn is a very rigid planet. Saturn is planet of delay. In fact, here in this marriage, in this current situation, it can also create little bit of difference of opinion between the spouses. And with this Saturn being combust, if you're going through any kind of Saturn Mahadasha, like I am not going to Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha. I will come into little bit of Sukshma and Pranidasha from 24th till 27th. So that is the only thing. So I will feel less only whenever it's next happening. But if you're going to Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Sadisati, Dhaiya, any kind of Saturn influence in your life, marriage and partnership will feel more balanced. There will be no rigid, Saturn's rigid nature will not be entertained here anymore. Sixth house lord in the seventh house, debt, lot of debt must have been accumulated by Leo ascendant people, and here you will feel that debts and financial burdens will feel lighter and get settled faster. Maybe this is the time that as Saturn makes a Vipreet Raja yoga from 29th of March in your 8th house, you will find the ways to remove obstacles and debts from your life. So in a good way, debts are going to be taken care of in a very positive way. Saturn is also the owner of the workplace. Seventh house is the house of designation. If you have been delayed or your designation or work wise something has been compromised, you will see that. Now, workplace struggles are less severe. Improving professional relationships and professional hierarchies can be promised to, in a way that you get, okay, this is the time that I will get some hierarchy. I will become a next, I will go to the next layer here. What is the sixth house? Daily routine. And here, because Saturn is in a very comfortable position, many gym going people must have stopped. Oh, I don't want to do anything. I'm very comfortable. Now, because Saturn came in discomfort, daily routines will become much healthier, improving mental, physical well-being, starting disciplinary routines, starting little bit of disturb of Saturn is important in US. If it is too comfortable, then these people will become that lion only sitting and chilling, waiting for the other people to hunt and come for them. Sometimes when you are hungry, you have to hunt, man. It is not always other people will hunt for you. Destiny wise, things that were delaying, now in this positive sense, destiny will be great for you. Saturn aspecting the ascendant also, it is saying that you self motivation, self improvement will happen. And Saturn aspecting the fourth house means if any challenges or any trouble you were facing related to your health of your mother or real estate, you may see that this time you will be very much getting comfort or getting relaxed about it. Remember, you have to be in the layer of Saturn Mahadasha Antardasha to feel the difference of this kind of a transit. Got it, Rohitji? Hello, Rohitji. Do you think that Mahadasha will play a very important role in the transit? Can you tell about it?
Mahadasha very important. You have any promise in your chart. If Mahadasha will not come, that will not fructify at all. Right? Either it's a promise of making you a king or something else. So Mahadasha is very, very important. So whatever transit you see, whatever you see in the daily life in astrology or monthly transit or anything, correlate with your Mahadasha. Otherwise, what happen? People go and comment, oh, this is not happening with me, this not correlate with me. This is because your Mahadasha is different. Not only Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, map. So all these three are very important. Other rest are going and coming 15 days, 20 days, they are changing. But map is very important. So correlate all these transits with map.
And Rohitji, one more thing, like you said correctly, I saw a chart of a very influential person, a billionaire actually. He had Venus in exalted position. Okay, he said, "You, my Venus is 27 degrees exalted position." He is born in Kritika Nakshatra. Okay, I told him, "You were born in the nakshatra of Kritika. Your sun Mahadasha started when you were born. How will you achieve Venus Mahadasha? Nothing. So it is not going to." He said, "What his problem is that everything is inherited from the father." Moon in Kritika, remember this, Rohit. All, everything achieved from the father. He said, "When will I make this?" I said, "You're not going to make it because Haigani Dasha is also not coming." So somehow we have to understand that Mahadasha or Dasha Antardasha system is the they are the players that come and give you results, not the exalted planets or debilitated planet in your chart. No, you have to see the Mahadasha, and Mahadasha will give you every indication about what transit is happening, what transit is important for you, what is not important for you. Right now, my Mars and Sun Mahadasha is going. So I will look my Sun, man. That Sun is getting into trouble, man. It's getting the Maraka house. I have to be very careful about my health. I will not worry about Saturn getting combust because Saturn is not influencing me yet. My Sarisati begins Aries moon. I am Aries moon. My Sarisati begins in 29th of March onwards. Then I will focus on my Saturn also. What is the position of Saturn? What is happening to Saturn? It is getting retrograde, direct, not direct, combust. What is happening? Then this
One
is how
more
you.
way, in one more way your planet can affect you, apart from Mahadasha. Sometimes you will see that there is a no Mahadasha, still planet is impacting you, because suppose you have a Mahadasha of Mars, as you are saying, you have a Mahadasha of Mars, but you see that in which nakshatra your Mars is.
In the nakshatra of Bharani. Venus is
Bharani and
nakshatra.
Venus nakshatra. And you see, suddenly you see some Venus transit in a chart, and something is happening, and you say there is a no Venus transit, no Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyandardasha. Why I am affecting? Because whichever your Mahadasha planet in nakshatra is sitting, that nakshatra lord is always in an active mode. So this
True.
is you also have to show. So this is very deep calculations. That's why people go for consultations. Otherwise, every person go to Astro Sage, make a chart, and then he will see the show. I am not in Mahadasha. No, 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 no. Sometime Nakshatra Lord, Sub Lord, you don't know who is active at what time. Only astrologer can see this. So very important, very deep calculations.
Also, Rohitji, like you were saying about the nakshatra, so right now this Saturn transit will create a little bit of challenge challenge or no happiness, because my ninth house Mahadasha is going on. So here Mars is placed in the ninth house, aspected by a debilitated aspect of Saturn on it. So it was delaying my luck things on my higher education. Now this will get relief, so I will be able to do higher education. But more layer is Mars and Sun, because that is Mahadasha and Antardasha. So Sun has to be given more weightages. So it has to be depending on what is happening exactly in your chart for you to get weight or no. Otherwise, there many people are asking how to contact. So here, WhatsApp link is in the description. You go in the description below, just scroll down and see that there is a link. You click on it, and it will directly bring you to the WhatsApp. All the best. Virgo ascendant Rohit ji. Now here Saturn is getting combust from 28th of February till 4th of April. This is pre-birthday bash in simple way. Saturn before entering into your seventh house, creating Sadisati for many people, creating Dhaiya for many people. This is the time that, especially this is a pre-party, a pre-New Year bash. This sixth house is the house of service, and Saturn here rules the fifth and the sixth house only. So it is sitting in its own sign. Saturn has the power to even destroy its own sign. So it is very, very powerful planet. And in comfort, if you know Saturn comes into comfort, it starts acting very, very, non-responsive for your problems. But now, as Sun comes closer to Saturn, it becomes combust. It becomes completely dark. Any planet that comes close to Sun, it completely dark. That's why when Rahu and Ketu, Sun moves in that house, it becomes dark and then eclipses happen. So this is what Sun is going to do to Saturn. Fifth house Lord in the sixth house, creativity must have been compromised last time. Now it is the time that self-expression, creativity will enhance. There is also possibility that in the work-life balance situation, it will improve a lot, and managing, stress is going to be very like cup of a tea for you. You'll say, I am now completely, I know how to manage stress. So if this stress is coming, it's not even stress for me. It is like fun for me. That's how it is going to be for you. Work obstacles, especially this is related to sixth house, is related to work, because Sun is making Saturn combust here. Work related obstacles will also become very, very easy. Fifth house is children. The growth of children and education will become much smoother here for you. There is also possibility here, Rohitji, in a very, very much sense, that speculatively those people who are working on stock share market and seen their completely potential down, debts have increased for you. Because of that, you will see now the debt will start creating, there will be more positive possibility for debt reduction. Health problem that is caused by overwork, stress, anxiety, everything in these areas where uncertainty is there, suddenly ups and downs are happening in your life because of the aspect of Saturn on the eighth house. You will also see a positive energy coming here. Those who are very isolated in foreign countries, don't have anything to look forward to, you will also get new ways to communicate, new ways to connect to people, because the energy, the aspect of the Saturn on the seventh aspect on the 12th house will also become calmer. Saturn's aspect on the third house of communication will also become very calmer. This time you will be able to do more open communication. More things related to expression will be coming here. Sixth house is very important house for enemies, Rohitji. Here, Saturn is here. So Saturn must have created enemies in the past. Slowly, slowly, people must have become from friends to enemies. You will see you are overcoming that obstacles and making sure you are becoming more powerful than the enemy. As well as Rohitji, sixth house is that house that is related to health, like major health problems. If major health problems have come during this time, you will see them fading away from your life as well. It's logical to think when Saturn is in power, it can create whatever it desires. But when it is powerless, what will it do? Nothing. Combust means powerless. If in your chart any planet is combust, it is powerless. It will struggle to give you the best only if you work towards that planet. Like my Mercury Rohit is combust and retrograde. And I am speaking to everyone every day. Who can say that my Mercury is combust or retrograde? But the more, it is a very good learning which I have learned. The more and more you will work on your combust and retrograde planets, the more and more they are supposed to give you good results, because they are facing problem right now. They say that no one is looking at me, no one is giving importance to me. As soon as you start giving importance to them, they make your life more exciting, important. So please give Like in the birth chart, whatever you have, Virgo ascendant people, if you go and check which planet is combust, which planet is retrograde, what planet is in very deep debilitation, start working towards that planets, because they will give you great news. Not the exalted planets. Mool Trikon planets are already very comfortable, sitting in nice position. They say, oh yeah man, I am the boss, why do I have to do so much work? But someone who's combust and very aspirational will do more work. That is the beauty of D10 also, Rohitji. Sanjay Rath sir, Sanjay Rath sir is a very good astrologer, very big astrologer, and also a follower of K.N. Rao sir. So I think they have some connection. Sanjay Rath sir also learned from K.N. Rao a lot. That Sanjay Rath sir made a very good. I was in that presentation in Chennai. He told that when D10 Lord in D10, any kind of planet will become debilitated, will be the worst position. Start working on that planet, and you will get success in your life. The worst planet in D10. Just imagine, to say this needs a lot of courage and experience. And yes, over the past so many years, Rohitji, as soon as I look at D10, and if I see a worst planet, I advise people to go and work in that direction. Same way for my chart, Rohitji, Jupiter is debilitated in D10, and I'm teaching in a year at least 90 to 100 students for astrology. Is this coincidence, or is this Jupiter debilitated? Anyone who will say Jupiter debilitated, no, no, never get into teaching, never get into spiritual work, never get into astrology. But that debilitated Jupiter has given the ability to work hard in this, and so that you can get conversion out of it. So remember, you need to make sure that whenever you are looking at charts, look at weaker planets also, and make sure that weaker planets are worked upon the most. In certain place in Virgo ascendant people, the layer right now that we are seeing is Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshmadasha, Pranadasha. If you are going through this, you will see changes in your life. If you are going through a Sari Sati, if you are going through Dhaiya, you will see a change in your life. And that change is going to be a very pleasant change for Virgo ascendant. All the best. And many people have been asking Virgo people that how do we contact and this and that. So this is the WhatsApp link. To go down and on the personal appointments, you have to click so that you can be able to talk to me. All the best, all the best, all the best. And 15th March, where weekends we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. If you want to go into the depth of astrology, start learning in a very, very unconventional way, then come to me. If you want to learn conventional way, oh, this is exalted, this is debilitated, this is this, how that, don't come to me. You want to learn very nicely research based, then come to me. Or Vedas or Vedic knowledge, then only come. Otherwise, don't come. Libra ascendant. Saturn is combust from 28th of February till 4th of April, Rohitji. Here, if you see, Saturn is a Yoga Karaka. What is Yoga Karaka means, I will explain today, so that you have some knowledge also. It is not like blindly follow someone. Sage Parashara, who made Parashara Hora Shastra, says whenever a planet will rule two good houses, or one good house and one, little bit of maybe Vishnu Stan, that is Kendra. So Kendra and Trikona, if someone will rule together, that means that is a very benefic planet for you. Here, the first house is called Kendra and Trikona both. Okay, so Venus is the planet, but it rules one unauspicious house, and that is the 8th house. So here, the ascendant lord is not a Yoga Karaka. It is not zero Yoga Karaka. Here, 4th house is ruled by Saturn and 5th house is ruled by Saturn. So 4th and 5th house lord is Saturn. So Saturn becomes Yoga Karka. What does Yoga Karka means? Yoga Karka means that if this planet comes in Dasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, the 5 layers of Dasha, it will start giving you or making yogas for you. What is yogas? Means opportunities. Simple as it is. If this planet Saturn is sitting, for example, for Libra ascendant, it is natally sitting in the 10th house. It will start creating yogas in the career area. If it is sitting in the 2nd house, it will create yogas in the finance areas. Like financially, it will make you more independent. If it is sitting in the 8th house, it will give you yogas in terms of research, occult sciences. So depending on the placement of Saturn in different areas, your Yoga Karka becomes Saturn. It is a planet that gives you like opportunities, right opportunities. Saturn rules here 4th and 5th house. That's why it rules the 4th house of Kendra and 5th house of Trikona. That means that's why this is a Yoga Karaka for you. Also remember, you have to learn one more thing here. First house, fourth house, first house, second house, third house, fourth house. There is a pattern for these houses. Dharma, second house is Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So this is how the whole 12 houses are, you know, determined. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So here, if you see the first house, the fifth house, and the ninth house are the houses of Dharma. That's why the fifth house Lord is given lot of weightage. According to Bhavat Bhavam principle, also the ninth Lord and ninth from the ninth is the destiny of your destiny. So here, this is the most important house, is the fifth house, and for you Libra ascendant people, Saturn is the most influential, most important planet in your birth chart. There is no other planet that is more important or as important as Saturn. Now here, sorry to give you so much of information, but it is required because many people don't understand. They just blindly follow. You have to understand the logic around it and maths around it. Astrology is nothing but ganita. That means maths. Emotional stability improves as Saturn's cold nature in the fourth house weakens, Rohitji. So here your emotional stability and your resistance power in simple way will become much powerful. Happiness at home increases with fewer restriction burdens. You will not be in that conventional setup that, oh, you have to do this, follow this. It will be like, okay, go with the flow. In fact, those people who are working towards real estate, their property investments, everything like these areas, it will become more and more rewarding, very extremely rewarding. In fact, those who are trying to sell their property, they will gain profit during this time after 20th of February till 4th of April. This is the time you should put it on market as well. Even your car, vehicles also. Creativity, fifth house, creativity, fifth house, name and fame, fifth house, children, everything flourishes. Creativity flourishes without Saturn's typical self doubt or discipline. Sometimes you have to move out of discipline also to achieve a lot of good things in life. So, those who keep saying being disciplined, don't listen to them. Don't be in discipline. Maximum of the great ideas come during 1 or 2 a.m. in the night, not in the early morning. Also sometimes early morning spiritual energy is very active, but your Rahu, that means speculative energy, is active at like 12 a.m, 1 a.m. Sometimes I know people who are very extremely powerfully, what you say, they are successful, but what has happened to them, they are very late. They will be studying at 1 a.m, they'll be thinking about something at 1 a.m and writing their notes during that time. So there is no time, there is no discipline that way that you should follow. You should follow what your goal is, and for that there is no time, there is no discipline, there is only and only hard work towards it. Children related matters, birth, education, in those areas you will see that it has become much easier, much happier. In fact, the aspect of Saturn, especially on your love and romance life also, you will see great things have started now. Every bond, every, you are bound by all this great, you know unconventional things. You will see that Saturn aspecting the seventh house, relationships, contracts, new business contracts are happening. Suddenly you're feeling that, oh my god, what has happened? All the goals that you have set up because of the aspect on 11th house, that also weakens. Aspect of Saturn weakens positivity, party in that areas. You will see that my goals, my aspirations, my contracts are happening. In fact, lot of people from social circle are coming and helping me. And Saturn aspecting the second house of wealth will now let you accumulate more and more wealth, more and more wealth for you. बहुत, like, it's one of the most awesome times for all the Libra ascendant people. You should be making the most of this time, 20th of February till 4th of April. Rohiji, do you think that this is super for Libra ascendant?
Definitely super for Libra ascendant. And see, everything has some pros and cons. Definitely, Saturn is going to be us, and Saturn being a Yoga Karaka planet for them. uh, they feel some challenges in expansion of fifth house, but yes, the real story of Saturn is in drishtis. So all the drishtis negative. You see, rightly said, there is no gains from real estate and selling a property, and no gains from startups. Everything will now, coming and in very bad shape. They are in the business and in the life, family life, because of seventh house. Now drishti will, become very less or very weak. And the second house, wealth creation, again in the aspect of Saturn. Yes, big relief for them. I think this is 90-10 ratio. If something 10% you are getting weak somewhere, no problem. But 90% of the thing is done by the drishtis. And now that result is about to come from 28th of Feb. You will feel this.
Very, very wonderful, Roger. I'm so excited, so happy for Libra Ascendant. All the best. Many people have been asking Libra Ascendant how to contact. So here, very simple. It is ABCD I have to teach. WhatsApp link is in description for personal appointments. You go down. In the description, there is one link. You click on it and you will be able to come, and then we will be able to see your chart, personal chart, and give you more advice. All the best. For Scorpio, Rohitji, when we talk about Saturn, it is sitting in the fourth house from last 2.5 years, long time. Before this transit, Saturn will get completely combust also, and this combustion will happen. That means whenever Sun comes in very close conjunction with any other planet, it actually makes it astha, and astha is a concept in Vedic astrology which says that that planet becomes powerless. For you, the lord of the third and the fourth house is Saturn, sitting in the fourth division for you. That means here you will feel that lot of burden from your shoulders has been lifted. Saturn is Kendra Lord also. So remember, any real estate thing in this lifetime. Luigi, when we talk about Saturn and Mars, we say that constructed property or construction is all about Saturn and Mars, labor and engineering together. So here, Saturn is the planet that also rules the real estate for you. Saturn is the planet that rules courage, confidence, decision making power is in the hand of Saturn. But because it is a planet that delays a lot of things, you must have delayed a lot in terms of taking courageous actions, making some decisions. Now this is the time that your confidence and courage will improve, leading to making bold decisions. Now this is the time that you will decide that, okay, I want to move forward with this, or really I'm done with this. You will get that power from 28th of February till 4th of April to come into a complete different, what you say, mindset. Especially Saturn being the ruler of the third and the fourth house, which will come to the fifth house of speculative gain starting 29th of March. You will see that everything is leading towards gains only for you. So if in this period you are supposed to take some bold decisions, make sure you take bold decisions. Do not hesitate or do not run away from them. Communication is the lord of communication, is Saturn here. It becomes more natural, more expressive, and more direct rather than hiding or dealing. Okay, I will let you know. It's like, no, let's talk now and finish this. This is going to be the attitude of Scorpio ascendant people moving forward. Don't take the third house lord very lightly, because that is the lord, that is the planet that creates curiosity inside you to learn something. It is the planet that actually tells you how to do skill development, how to what skills and how you will achieve skills here. Third house lord in the fourth house getting combust, fourth house lord in the fourth house getting combust is also good for sibling relationships. In fact, those people who are working with friends and the relationship have gone a little bit up and down, you will see and find peace there also. Real estate matters. It will get very much sorted without excessive delays. The layer of sun should not be ignored. The sun is here. It can create challenges to the health of mother. That is another layer here. Saturn getting combust would have helped your mother's health to become more better, but here it can make things. See, everything is not 100% grass, green, right? There are some different patches which are a little bit of challenging, and this Saturn being combust also compromises the health of the mother. But on the other hand, real estate matters which were dealing for a very long time will happen in your way. Emotional burdens, past traumas, relationship problems with some family members, in that also you will make peace with yourself that, okay, it's done, I don't care about it anymore. Saturn, Rohitji, here the aspect is very important. Saturn placement is still considered okay, whatever it is, but aspect is very, very, very important. Drishti, Saturn, when looks, it is challenging. It is looking at the sixth house of debt. This is the time that your debt, especially related to workplace debt, those who are doing business, your debt will go down. There will be new funding opportunities that you will get, which will make your debt go down, down, down. Those who are especially in medical field or medical line, you will see that very, very great things are coming to you. After 28th of February, you will see that mostly your problems related to insurance, problems related to debt, problem related to you receiving some money from someone, like someone you have given debt, and that will also come back. So it is a time of, actually praying thank you, thank you, thank you to the holy God. Saturn aspecting on the 10th house, work wise, lot of pressure. See, 6th and 10th house are connected in each other. Here, problem related to workplace also will calm down. New collaborations, new partnership which you are working on, and it is not going somewhere forward. New ventures that you're working on not going forward. You will see that now things are going forward in the rightest manner possible. Saturn is Rohitji also looking at the ascendant, the rising sign. You were feeling so sometimes from the last 2.5 years, if you see, you were feeling sometimes very lazy also, not motivated to work, always waiting for something good to happen, not taking any action for it. But now this is the time that you will suddenly from 20th of February become very attentive. You'll this basically you are waking up from the sleep, and you will be very charged to take action, to get things, get conversion done for you. And that is all because Saturn is coming to the fifth house, and it will make sure before it comes there, it will give you all the possible beautiful good things related to this combustion. A very extremely awesome, happy, wonderful time for Scorpio. Make sure you act during this time. Don't wait for another opportunity to come. The reason for making these kind of videos is to make you understand that there is opportunity, or when there is an obstacle, so there is an opportunity, grab it. Another thing that you need to consider and keep in your mind is that whenever we are doing these videos, make sure that what layer you are going through. Are you going through Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshmadasha, Pranadasha? Are you going through Sadisati? Are you going to Dhaya? Are you going to any kind of another area of Saturn influencing you? Is your Lagna Lord with Saturn? Is Lagna Lord sitting in the house of Saturn? Is Lagna Lord sitting in the house of Saturn's Nakshatra? Is Saturn's Nakshatra, and there is nakshatra parivartan between two people. So there are thousand layers when you go and see that how it will affect you in what area of life. This is generic prediction, right? That okay, Saturn is coming here, these are the opportunities, but more filtered opportunities will come only from your personal chart. For that, you have to go in different layers, write all these layers, and then come to a conclusion that okay, listen, this is happening, let me see how I'm going to take it forward. This is the opportunity that I will get. It will come from your personal chart. But in an overall sense, great time for you. Also make sure that any kind of communication, written communication that you were supposed to do, or getting some contracts done, you are very much motivated for that also. Scorpio ascendant, many people have been asking how to contact, and here there is a WhatsApp link in the description, so you can go there. Personal appointments are there. You can talk to Samantha and she will be able to book a reading with me, or Rohit ji if you want to talk to Rohit ji as well, because wonderful predictions by Rohit ji, better than me, so talk to him also. 15 March, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. Those who have enrolled, all the best. But if you want to learn in depth, then you come here. If you want to learn, or you have very fanatic approach towards astrology, then don't come. Genuine request. If you have real meaning of learning Vedas and unconventional patterns in astrology, then come. Sagittarius ascendant. So when we talk about Sagittarius, Saturn is combust here and gets combust from 28th of February till 4th of April 2025. It gets combust in the second house or third house for you. The second house lord and the third house lord, it rules. For Sagittarius, Saturn has not been given that great importance, because it has been given importance for wealth, second house, that accumulation of wealth, and third house to take initiatives. That means here Jupiter has more power and more, not egoistic approach, but more direct approach, that I am the one that will give you sukha and I am the one that will control you. Saturn is here. The more discipline you have, the more discipline in your communication you have, you will be able to make money and save it. In this chart, Saturn rules the second and the third house, and especially second house lord in the third house. That means gains through communication. But because it was in Mool Trikon, also in Satvisha Nakshatra, then Purva Shada Nakshatra right now. No, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, sorry. Right now, it is very comfortable here. It is in the nakshatra of Jupiter only. It is very comfortable. It says, I don't care about what communication you do, what you don't do. If there was some delays in some short distance travel, if there was problems related to getting some kind of contract done, some kind of visa problems, visa rejections, it is all because of Saturn's being in comfort. Now do after 28th of February, wealth accumulation number one will become very very smooth because second house lord is now combust. This is the time you'll be able to save money. You'll buy a gold chain, remember this. How many people will buy gold biscuit also? Speech, second house speech, third house communication. Speech becomes more open, less reserved. Now you'll be able to express what you are feeling than keeping it in your heart. Honestly, those who are in media, communication, anything to do with writing, marketing, sales, you must have seen past 2.5 years very, very strugglesome for you, because Saturn in this position can delay things for you. Nothing, no ray of hope, no sunshine, all the time challenges. You will see that in writing, communication, media related careers, you will see absolute growth happening for you because Saturn is completely silent now. Sun has taken over the ninth house, the destiny lord. Health of siblings has to be taken care of. Your ears have to be taken care of. Anything to do in terms of your neck, shoulder, cervical pain. I discussed everything in the Sun's video. That has to be taken care of. But on the other hand, wow, like what a beautiful placement of Saturn getting combust. Sometimes these planets who, this is Upchaya house, so Saturn has been little bit kind to you also. Like it has been kind to you in the next 2.5 years, that at least your money source did not end. Money source is still there because second house lord in the third house will keep giving you money somewhere so that your life goes on. But money source is okay. What we need here is like comfort, and this comfort is going to be built by him during this time. Business dealings, contracts, short distance travel for business, starting up new things, association with a lot of friends, family, siblings, any association for starting some work, you will see growth in that areas as well. This is also the house of taking calculated risk. Third house is calculation. Remember this, analytics. Anything we call analytics is third house and eighth house. This is the time that you will take lot of calculated risks. And why not? Look at the aspects of Saturn which are very important. So Rohit ji, the third aspect of Saturn is going on the fifth house of speculative gains. You must have taken some kind of hit also during the last 2.5 years related to some stock market, share markets, your shares going down. You will say, and this is what one of Sagittarius ascendant told me, Rohitji, that Sala, whenever I buy one stock, that only company goes down. It is going up, and suddenly I buy and it goes down. So I don't know, something is wrong with my luck. It is not that way. It is because of Saturn. I told that, it's from the last 2.5 years. It is in the third house, aspecting the fifth house, debilitated aspect. So you'll not be able to take calculated risks. So don't take any risk. Don't invest right now. But now, after 20th of February, please go ahead and invest. Go ahead and do something, because here your destiny is also going to get a little bit of relief, because the seventh aspect of Saturn on the ninth house of your destiny is going to be relief for you. The aspect on the 12th house of losses, expenses is also going to be relief for you. Three reliefs you're getting in one combust Saturn. Children also, progeny, children, birth, education, your higher education, everything is going to be taken care of from 20th of February till 4th of April. You will get clarity. You will be able to communicate right things to your conscious also. This is also that period. So happy. Yesterday I was becoming very sad, Roji, when I was making sun video. Sun is going this, but the layer of sun combusting Saturn is very good here. Still have to be careful. So now those people will say, oh, nothing is coming true, this, that. Remember, astrology works in layers. You have to go and see what is the Mahadasha that is going on, what is the Antardasha, Pratyantasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, where is Saturn sitting in your natal chart? Is there any kind of Saturn influence on you, Dhaya, Sade Sati? Is there anything? You are going through Ketu Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha, how you will say that Saturn change, nothing happened, because there is no layer of Saturn there. Look at your layer of your chart, where you are, where what is changing, how is it changing. Anyone sitting in Saturn's nakshatra, is Lagna Lord making any kind of combination with Saturn, or Mahadasha Lord making any combination with Saturn? Why has Saturn, what has Saturn done to it? Why has Saturn, maybe it has created some obstacles for it. Everything will get removed that way. So it is a deep study. It's not like over the counter that we see, oh, Sagittarius ascendant, this is happening, wow, wow, nice. No. You have to go deeper into it. Sometimes it may not happen because you don't have any layer working in your favor. All the best, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description. People ask that how to go about it. So very simple. You go here, scroll down, there is WhatsApp link, click on it. It will open the WhatsApp. It will tell open AC Astro, you'll open, it will come directly on our WhatsApp and say hello. And then Samantha will lead the conversation and help you to book any appointments if you want to get your chart analyzed. All the best. If they want to make any new charts for children, we also do that now. All the best. Capricorn ascendant, Rohit. Now, when we talk about Saturn, it is the Lagna Lord. Only Capricorn and Aquarius, in these two signs, the Lagna Lord has the power to make himself Maraka as well as himself the Lord of the 12th house of Mrityu Sthana, or we call endings. So only Saturn has the power to take such bold steps. In this, Saturn rules first and the second house for you, and second house is where it is about expression. Rohitji, for you also expression, speech. Saturn becomes completely combust here. Money, wealth accumulation. Saturn must have done such slow wealth accumulation or no wealth accumulation. Here it will, this is the time that things are looking in the positive side. When Sun comes here, it debilitates. It's not good for the health for family members and sometimes your dental health and stuff like that. I think we spoke about Sun. That is the layer of Sun. If you're going to Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Shukshma, Prana, then you could look about that. But right now, if you're going through Sun, Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma, Prana, Sadesati, Dhaiya, anything with Saturn, and especially for Saturn, every transit you have to be very consistently following it because it is the Lagna Lord. Personal growth, Rohitji, now will happen with less internal struggle. You will say less the struggle, then less the person, it will be less struggle, more personal growth. Unexpected losses that were coming suddenly, your pocket, you have to spend money for this, for family, for health, for traveling, for this, everything will stop now. There is positivity. Real estate, home place, you are spending this on this repair, that will also stop. Wealth accumulation will stabilize. You will be able to accumulate more wealth and save more wealth. And not only now, for the next 2.5 years, it's a very beautiful period for you guys. Saturn is going to the Upchaya house, away from its own sign. It's going to be very good. Third house, Saturn will slowly build your courage, but build your courage. Self-disciplines will become very intuitive rather than being forced that, okay, you have to do this. You will automatically say, no, 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 no. 5 a.m. I'm getting because I want to do this. My practice, my yoga, my meditation, my body, my everything, my speech, my vocal therapy, everything you are doing here. Those people who are actually in singing or things like talking all the time, like me, always not singing, sorry, talking all the time, you will see that some very good things are coming to you, like very good, your conversion is happening in a very nicer way. Spiritual healers, coaches, people who are into any kind of things related to do with what you say, spiritual gathering, teaching, mentoring, nurturing, you will see great news for you guys. Confidence will 100% improve because Saturn's restrictive nature will be weakened. What is combust planet, Rohitji? When Sun will come very close, Sun is the most dominating planet in the solar system. Even staying so away, it can create so much heat that in Bombay, people are just dripping their, what you say, sweat. That's how powerful Sun is. And if any planet comes in any closer degree to Sun, it becomes combust. Combust means powerless. Sun has taken more dominance over Saturn. Simple. This is the way to put forward here. The eighth house lord has taken more dominance over the second house. Unexpected gains of wealth is also seen. Family relations. Saturn is a very elder planet. It's supposed to be all the person in the family that are elder. Those who have white hair, those who are aged. That is Saturn. And family relationship, especially with elders, will also improve here. which is Saturn's aspect, is on the fourth house. Domestic peace and happiness is supposed to be number one uh, coming to you. If you are trying to get a conveyance, a car, a bike, getting into some kind of shifting, changing houses, buying it, selling it, delays that will be ending now. Aspecting the eighth house, inheritance wise, shared resources wise, partnership wise, if money is stuck somewhere, it will get released. And aspecting the 11th house, your hires, goals, aspirations, your wishes, your siblings, from these areas also you will start seeing great support. Amidst, make sure that you are 100% checking your chart. When you go and make your chart anywhere on astrology, you will see the dasha system. In that dasha system, go and see what is the mahadasha, antardasha, pratyantar, sukshma, prana, what is the nakshatra Saturn sitting in, what is the nakshatra the dasha lord is sitting in. And this ways, when you go deeper into your chart, you will be able to understand, okay, this is why this is happening, this is why this is not happening. You will understand this. It's a very beautiful thing designed by Lord Parashara, sage Parashara, about the dasha system. In this chart, um, Saturn is, not malefic; it is benefic only. The only problem is that you are ruled by Saturn, which is a very discipline-oriented planet. So the more discipline you will maintain in your life, the more rewards you are supposed to get. Many people have been asking how to do personal appointments, and here there's a WhatsApp link in the description. You go down description, scroll up, there will be WhatsApp link, click, you will come on the WhatsApp, and then you can do your personal appointment as well. So I will see you on that side if it is required. If not required, then enjoy. Learn astrology, learn every day, man, go crazy. Learn, not fanatically, oh, I'm scared because Saturn is here. No, try to understand that how do I navigate the challenges, how do I navigate this problem, how do I get rid of it, what is the thing which is lacking, where I need to be putting more effort. That is what is astrology. Astrology cannot change your destiny. It can just tell you that, okay, you know what, tomorrow there is rain, so make sure when you go out, have an umbrella with you. You are going to get wet only, but little less than other people. Aquarius ascendant, Saturn is getting combust from 28th of February 2025 till 4th of April 2025. Now, this is a challenging situation for you because here your ascendant lord is getting debilitated. If you hear other people, they will say, I saw an astrologer, he was speaking in Hindi. कुंभ राशि वालों, कुंभ लगन वालों की जिंदगी होने वाली है तबाह, हो जाएगा एक भूचाल, there will be a turbulence in their life, they will face this prison, 12th house lord getting debilitated, they're getting combust, prison, because no one will listen to you. All this stupidity you were saying, I was laughing so much. Go to the logic of any planet. In this chart, Saturn rules first and the 12th house, right, Rohitji? So it is a planet that rules your ascendant as well as isolation. It has, from the past 2.5 years, made you isolated from lot of other like lot of introspection is there, a lot of isolation is there, a lot of spiritual dependence is there during the last 2.5 years. Saturn in an overall system, Parashara, sage Parashara has given Saturn a malefic, the title of malefic planet. So this means, God, I'm again, power is here, huh? See so much power. Saturn has been given malefic status. If a malefic planet will get combust or get retrograde or be silent, be of no power, then that means it's a good news only, right? In an overall sense. Logically think that prime member of legislative assembly was there and suddenly the prime minister comes there. He gets combust, no value at all. Who is this MLA? No one thinks about it. Prime minister is here. Let's talk about this king. The king is here. Who will talk about servant? This is what that period is. First thing that it will do, and very good for all the people, is that personal fears and insecurities that you have regarding your own self will dissolve. Earlier, the spiritual dependence that you were, that you went on, like, okay, I'm doing Hanuman Chalisa, if I don't do it today I will get trouble. Is Hanumanji waiting for your Hanuman Chalisa? He's not waiting for Hanuman. If it has been done by devotion, then the prayers are answered very nicely, very quickly. But if it is done because of fear, then no one is going to help you. This is the time that spiritual wisdom, that fear will go away, devotion will come. Spiritual wisdom will deepen with greater detachment from unnecessary worries. I was talking to one client, Rohit. He told me that I am doing Hanuman Chalisa, I am doing Bhairav Ashtakam, I am doing this, I am doing. I said, why? I said, why? He said, because if I do this, this planet is better. This planet. I said, no planet is better. You are going to worst life only. Bhairav will come and punish you himself only, saying that why the hell are you doing so much? I said, just pray once to God, that dear God, be with me through this day, guide me in all I do and say. Now that is prayer. This is fear. You're doing 10 things is fear. That if I do this, and the main motive, the thinking that if I do this, this planet will become better is fear. It is not devotion, it is fear. So personal fears will go away. See, life is evolving every day. Life is evolving. Maybe my me talking all this may be very annoying for many people, but maybe very informative for other people as well. Someone who's thinking may go into thinking that saying, yes, man, I'm doing this. And someone will say, no, no, I have to do God's name and this is very good. Why this stupid person is saying this? So there are both ways people are there. But I suggest that the motive is very important. The method is not important. Saturn here is the lord of expenses also, Rohit. If you see any expenses that is related to Saturn, Saturn is the 12th house lord. Here expenses will decrease, leading to better financial stability. And you yourself will say that, okay, man, this is no use in doing such kind of expenses. Your this is sometimes you will say that it is so depending on the Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha you are running. Sometimes you will say, oh, there's nothing like this happening, man. You have to go to the layer of the Mahadasha, Antardasha. If you are going to Mahadasha of Venus and Ketu, then how the hell this Saturn transit will affect you? Not, it will not affect you. It will affect you at a very small level because it is your ascendant lord. So it will has to work for you whenever any movement happens. But if you're going through this Mahadasha, Antardasha or any Sadesati Dhaya, you will see that such a great relief that you will get. Foreign connections, opportunities that were always there in front of you but never ever materializing, it will materialize now. Inner peace increases. Finally your meditation, your spirituality will be answered. It is not getting answered because God listened to you. It is getting answered because your ascendant lord has become combust. The most powerful person in our life is the most dominating person in our life is Saturn, but Saturn is a very unorthodox planet. Very unorthodox planet. This is the time that when Saturns become, combust, weak, it is benefic only for Aquarius ascendant. You must have, those who are going through Sadyasati can feel the real pain of Saturn or being an Aquarius ascendant. They may comment below and let me know that, oh my God, this is really, really a good news because Sadyasati has created some kind of challenges for us. And moving forward, we have made the video on Saturn Rohiji, which is supposed to be for the uh, the transit that is supposed to happen from 29th of March. This is so beautiful transit for you. It is sitting in the second house, will be aspecting fourth house, very great house of friend, aspecting eighth house of friend, aspecting 11th house of Guru. So Saturn is suddenly turning very benefic for the next 2.5 or to actually 2.5 years only. After that, it will again become debilitated, which is good because Saturn will be powerless, but powerless will be the aspects also of Saturn, which is on also good houses. But anyways, there's a lot of time for that. So make sure this time be very powerful, be very awesome. Don't worry about anything. And those who are going to Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, you will see a major, major relief in you. Sadesati Dhaiya, everything like relief, like complete relief. Opportunities that were not even visible 1,000 miles, you will see them in front of you standing and saying that, okay, I have come, now tell me what to do. Many people have been asking how to do personal appointments here. WhatsApp link, this one arrow also I put in the descriptions in the appointment. So if you go scroll down and see descriptions, you will see one link which says click here and you will come directly on the WhatsApp. So please use that. Huh? That's the best way to reach out. Thank you. All the best. Pisces ascendant. Guruji, Saturn is combust in the 12th house. Not a very bad planet for Pisces. In for Sagittarius also planet that rules wealth. For Pisces also planet that rule wealth. So Jupiter thinks that wealth will come from karma, and it has given karma fal data. That means Saturn, the placement of the second house for Sagittarius and 11th house for Pisces. But it also says that hard work and losses. You should be very much prepared for losses also in life, not only gains. Third, 28th of February, Saturn just rules 11th and 12th house, will get combust in the 12th house, and financial gains through social networks will increase. That have been waiting, you have been waiting from foreign connections, social connections, friends, relatives, any money that is supposed to come with, if through investments actually, you will see an increase in that. Like your bank balance will become much higher, much positive. Spiritual growth, which is very much needed for Pisces ascendant, because you are the one who are on the cusp of being material and spiritual. You are the one that will evolve and get spirituality, or to the level of spirituality, much faster than anyone else in the world is Pisces ascendant people. You know how to end things and how to begin new things. That is the more power that you have. Spiritual growth and detachment from material burdens will improve. There will be lot of spiritual growth because money will be coming. You will not be bothered about money at all. Saturn is also the 12th house lord, which rules the hidden enemy aspect of life, or health aspect of life. Even anything to do in terms of sleep, resting, reducing stress, anxiety, depression, such kind of things. Saturn being very active in this house in Mul Trikona, very powerful, may have created such things if you are not spiritually awakened to handle such level of stress. Hidden enemies, obstacles will be removed silently from your life, like without even you getting to know that okay, they've gone, and suddenly you will see that rest, sleep, everything is improving, reducing stress, because the majority of stress of social pressure, social structure, or you earning money is going to get solved. And that is the because of the aspect of Saturn. Also Saturn is looking at the second house, putting the third aspect of struggle, but not achieving. But now that aspect is also weakened, so your struggle, you do struggle or don't, money is going to get accumulated. Saturn looking at the sixth house also, saying that okay, you do whatever it is, the hidden enemy aspect where it was not getting solved, suddenly disappear. You will get victory. If you're in any kind of exams right now, you will get victory there as well. Saturn looking at the ninth house of dharma, charities, anything to do in humanitarian work, higher education in foreign country. You were not able to do something somewhere, your concentration was not working. Here you will see that concentration is now increased and you are working very, very well here. It is not a very small transit. That this getting combust is just the beginning of good news for all the ascendants. And for Pisces ascendant, it is a very great news, because finally your ascendant will see Saturn. You will see the lot of gains, the lot of foreign travel, the lot of expenses in your ascendant. Everything will be in your control now. It was not in your control, it was in the control of Saturn. Now it will be in the control of Jupiter in the first house for you. Many people will also say that yesterday we made a video, sun will do this, that. So sun is a layer. If you're going through sun mahadasha, antardasha, pratyantar, sukshma, prana, then yes, sun will give you effects. Negative effects also it can give, health wise. Hospitals, spending money for relatives on hospitals, yes, sure. But Saturn, on the other hand, if you're going through the layer of Saturn mahadasha, antardasha, pratyantar, sukshma, prana, Saturn, your lagna lord sitting with Saturn, you're going through sade sati dhaya, you will see that there is going to be improvement in your life for sure. All the best. Have a great time. Many people have been asking that how do we do personal appointments. It is here, simple guys. WhatsApp link is there, description. You go click on that link, you will suddenly come on the channel and you can do appointment with me very nicely, very deeply, very powerful. All the best, Rohit ji, to you also. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it's a long video and you had to show so much patience. Thank you, Rohit ji. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Long video, but a video full of relief and full of information, facts, stories, experience, and this is, I think, a worth giving video. So thank you very much, and relief for all the 12 ascendants. Enjoy this relief and implement the lessons told by Saturn. Thank you very much, Akashji. Thank you very much for your stories, your deep insight into all these things, which we are now waiting for 28th Feb. So we all get relief. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Meet in
Thank
the
you.
next video.
Ashirwad, Ashirwad, Ashirwad.
I have no sun here.
I have sun. My Lagna Lord is on my
You
hands right now.
ascendant, na? So you have sun. I am a Capricorn. I have no sun.
Those who read palms can read my palm also and tell me when wealth yoga is there or no in my
Take
hands.
a screenshot and tell me how much wealth is transferring from this window to this window. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Rohit.
you. Jai Shri Ram. Jai
Jai
Hanuman.
Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Lakshmi, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah